Hey guys, Gio here. Hey, I came across another product that I thought was interesting. It's called Miracle Veg, and I have to try it. So these guys claim that you're going to have 40% more crop growth, which seems a little outrageous. You know, I was just making fun of the Ninja secret sauce the other day, not because I didn't think it'd work, but because their advertising was kind of silly. And they only claim about 10% plant growth improvement, which doesn't really seem like a lot to me, because I can find that with kelp extracts and compost tea and other things like that. I can get that 10% improvement on my plants, but 40% is monstrous. Now, I actually honestly think this is going to work, but I have to try it out, and I'm going to share with you guys as I do it, as I also test this Ninja sauce. This is the Algae Sauce. So these guys make this from a blue-green algae that they harvest from Klamath Lake in Oregon, and it's an extract. They have nitrogen and phosphates and other things like that. Your NKPs on the back of it. But one thing that interests me about it is, from what I've heard, algae has a lot of the same properties that your kelp extracts have. And so that did catch my interest. Also, it's a little more sustainable than harvesting from the ocean. This is pretty much a waste product. It's made from a waste product, a product that blooms out in the Klamath Lake, and Klamath Lake blooms so heavily that there's massive fish die off. There's so much nutrients in that lake. There's a lot of volcanic soil around there and things like that is washing in. Cattle wash into that lake and almost pollute that lake with algae. The blooms there are so horrific. When you drive by the Klamath Lake in Oregon, you can smell that sucker in August, and it doesn't smell good. Anyways, they found something, or they're making something that I believe has a lot of the same properties that your kelp extracts would have, without it being hard on the environment. Okay, this is something I think is going to be far more sustainable for the home gardener. It was tough for me to get a hold of this stuff because nobody carries it. Not even the different hydroponic stores in the Klamath Basin that I find this. I looked around and didn't see it. So I contacted the company, and a representative from their company got a hold of me and said, "Hey, sure, we'll sell you some to try out." So I did buy this. I'm not representing them. I'm not represented by them. You know, there's no affiliation other than I get to give them some money. So what I'm going to do here is I've got some cabbage plants here, and I've got some pepper plants over there, and I'm going to test them all using the Miracle Veg here and the Ninja Secret Sauce HB 101. I'll foliar feed them. Now these plants, I'll have to say that these plants have already been fed a couple times with just some tea, garden tea. But primarily they're going to get controlled with the different supplements. So what I've got here is in this case, I've got a control which will get nothing but water. Then I've got the HB 101, which I will foliar feed. And I'll foliar feed this one with just straight water, the same water that they're all going to be watered with. They won't get any more tea. And then, of course, the Miracle Veg. Same thing with the peppers. I'll be doing that, and we're going to see. I'm going to watch to see if there's growth. And if everything holds true, by the time these guys are done, the Miracle Veg should be twice as big as the cabbages. The peppers, I suspect it should have more produce hanging from it. So I'm gonna try it out. You guys want to follow along with me? That's what I'm gonna do. I'll share that with you. The instructions were not vague, but not exacting. There were some solid mixing instructions. It's 2 tablespoons to the gallon, or an ounce to the gallon. So I mixed it per instructions, but other than that, it says apply, as I say, it says apply as needed. So that's, to me, is a little bit vague, but you know, apply to need. If you start seeing some burn or some adverse conditions, then I'll cut back on it. But I'm gonna start off by giving these, I'm gonna feed these guys a couple times a week with this supplement and see what happens. The peppers, they've got their true leaves, so they should be okay for starting them on that same regiment. Anyways, you guys want to check these guys out. If anybody has any information about them they want to share in the comments below, please do. I do this channel so I can learn something, and maybe I can share something with you guys. It's the same thing with the Ninja Secret Sauce here, the HB 101. Any information you can share with me would be great. I'll try to share what I learned. There's a little bit of there's a little bit of science behind these guys as I learn a little bit more. There's quite a bit of science behind these guys as I'm learning a little bit more. So I'll try to share that as I move along with these videos. So anyways, that's where we are right now with the testing of these 2 products. If I come across something else that I think's neato, I'll throw it in the mix and I'll start testing that. Hopefully I can start it in the same time frame as these guys. So anyways, happy gardening. I'll see you guys later.